Boom shakalaka. It's always fun when you're right after you make a video. Redbox went up and actually touched $11, folks. That's a lot higher than I thought it was going to go. So what likely happened was there was a giant short squeeze. Thanks for subscribing to my channel for those new people that have recently joined off that last Redbox video I made. So I first started talking about Redbox right in through here at the start of the year at about $7. I've seen this pattern a lot, and I was actually expecting it to bounce off of like probably 3 or 4 bottom. Redbox put out some information here. The lack of movies being made over the last couple of years hurt them, but they're still the same company. I was expecting the pullback at about 6. What's likely to happen right now? Well, it's already come off 11. It's down to 778 right now. This is early Tuesday morning, so it's probably already happening. There's already been a slight pullback, but it's probably going to be choppy. See the first couple months, about the first month or so. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting a pullback. Watch out for it to come down to like 5 or 6, maybe a little lower. I'm going to buy on the next pullback, on the next drop. I'm going to buy then. What I was expecting it to happen was probably come up to like 6 and then pull back down to 3 or 4, and then maybe go up to 7 or 8, and pull back down and gradually do it. But I didn't realize I was going to have that much steam. That's just wonderful. So congratulations to the people that got in there off my last video, or your own merit. You might have just found my video because you were searching for Redbox on the internet to begin with. But Redbox, I think, is a wonderful company in a wonderful position in the world, in the real world. Let's go to cryptocurrency. I'm going to celebrate a little Redbox pump there. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to buy a little chain link and a little Neo. I think $11 chain link, $18 Neo is probably pretty good over the next 12 months before the next halving cycle pump for Bitcoin. Neo could still come down, $9, $10 maybe not. This is probably pretty low. Chainlink 11, Neo 18. In 2 years from now, you'll be thinking, man, I wish I'd have bought Chainlink at 11 and Neo at 18. So maybe Bitcoin comes down. Let's talk about Bitcoin. It's the one that floats all the other boats in the crypto world. Right now, sitting at about 38,000. If you look at the red line across the screen there, 38,468. That's a pretty pivotal spot. Pivotable. That's a big line of support. It hasn't spent much time below 38,000. If it were to crash below 38,000, it's probably likely going to wick down to 32. It could come all the way down to 28 or 29 in the near future, but it could be bouncing right now as well, 38. And I'm expecting a pullback in Redbox. Like I said, let's not make the video too long. Let's get her done with. It's exciting when you hit those big pumps, right? But don't get carried away. There's likely a drawback coming down soon. And I'm going to probably buy Redbox again if it gets back down to like 5. Let's see the last. What was that last little peaky here? 4. I wouldn't be surprised if it came down and hit 4, bounced off something like 4 or 5, and then proceeded on its merry way. The next, as far as I can gather, the next Redbox report isn't until August. That's a long time. I don't know if I got bad information there, so I'll keep my eye on that. I expect profit taking. Something to watch for today. Watch out for the dumpage on Redbox in the short term, and then the rebound pumpage. Seriously, though, congratulations for those of you that got into Redbox. I wish I had more money, like my last video I was talking about. I'm so close from going from nothing to multi-millions. Just a few steps wrong. So that's where the value of my channel comes in. Unfortunately, cryptocurrency right now, it's boring, but that's when you should be buying, right? Don't be the public. For those of you new to this, don't be the public. The public is going to see Redbox pumping, right? They're going to see Redbox pumping right now, and the public's going to jump in at $10, $11, $9. They're going to wake up today, $8, I'm in, I'm all in. And it's probably going to dump, right? It's probably going to dump on their head, and then it's going to rebound, right? So for new people out there, you have to flip-flop your thinking. I saw a couple comments saying I recommended Redbox a strong buy on 21st of April, and I've seen a comment, and I've seen comments in the past, but look at that chart. The chart's terrible, but that's That's what you got to do, right? You got to flip flop it. So the way I look at it is, I've been thinking, if you just gave someone that's never has zero experience, and you gave them say $10,000 and put them in a room and just had them trade all day long, if you flip the charts over, right? If I just flip this chart completely over, so these lows are the highs and the highs are the lows, they would make a fortune based on psychological conditioning. You know, when things are good, we buy. When things are bad, we sell. That's just natural. Fear and greed. I don't really like the word greed, but fear and buy. Well, good, buy. Terrible, sell. You got to flip flop that. If you're new out there, I don't want to bore the regular viewers, and the people already know this, but right, you want to buy down here and sell up here, sell up here, right? And then buy down here. So psychologically, we're built, the public's built to buy up here. Oh, Redbox is pumping, I'm gonna buy at 853, right? And then dumps back down to 5, and then it's terrible, I'm selling, right? The public does that over and over and over and over and over. So that's what I'm saying. If you just put someone in a room and just had them zero experience, had them trade all day, they would literally sit here and they would sell the tops, or they would buy the tops and sell the bottoms. But if the chart was completely flipped upside down, they would be doing that, and it would just be perfect strategy, right? They would literally be buying down here at the bottoms because it's the top when it's upside down, right? And then they would sell up here, right, when it was great, because they think it was fear, so they sold for a huge loss, but actually it's a huge profit. That's just how it works. So you got to start thinking that way. 3 weeks ago, this chart looked hideous, and just, why would I want to touch that? Well, that's why, right? I mean, but Redbox is a really good, strong company in great position, is why I would, and why I'm talking about this specific one. I sure hope you enjoyed this little show. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit the bell for notifications and all that wonderful jazz. Jump through some hoops to get my next video. Later.